Sorry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot of movies to show. All the DVDs will be included in a big DVD update, and then Blu-rays will be like shown in a Blu-ray update. But anyways, before we begin, I'm not pushing this to the movie zone channel by any means because the DVD update and Blu-ray updates with will with these being included in those two different updates, it will be on the movie zone channel. But this video by itself isn't. It'll be on the main channel. So we got the 4 favorites. We got movies from New Line Cinema. One of them is from New Line Cinema, and the others are from Warner Bros. We have Nicholas Sparks films, basically. If also remembers, the only movie of the 4 that's given the PG rating because of dramatic elements, language, and some sensual material is 102 minutes. 9 remembers 97 minutes, 124 minutes for The Notebook, Message in the Ball is 131 minutes. They're each PG-13, as but the name has some sensuality. The Notebook features some sexuality and seeing sexuality from Message in the Ball. So they are all PG-13 except for a walk to Remember, because that's the only PG-rated film. That's a Warner Bros. Movie. Message in a Bottle, Warner Bros. I actually have the Notebook. The other copy is the clear disc. That's the original disc art. And here's the other movie. Okay, Village Roadshow Pictures bought that one, not the other two. We have Blue Valentine. Yeah. We have a commentary with director Derek Conference with Jim Hilton, the making of the movie, the release scenes, and home movies. This is an Anchor Bay video. I know Anchor Bay and the Weinstein Company are no longer around. This movie is rated R for strong graphic sexual content and language, and there's also a beating in there. It's 112 minutes. It follows Ryan Gosling, Michelle Williams, John Domain, and Mike Wall. Why did I keep doing that? I didn't read the... But there's many people. You have Richard Gere, Diane Lane, Kevin Costner, Robin, Mike Penn, Sean Paul Newman, Gene West, Mandy Moore, Ryan Gosling, James Gardner, Benjamin Counts, Gene Wallace. I'm not going to read the special features on this because there's, in terms of how many from each movie, Scott Glenn, Christopher Melody, and Bobby David stars in this. There's too many people to star in this. Anyways, we're gonna continue to progress. Here's Valentine's disc, clear disc. We have Fallback Mountain, a 2005 film. DVDs from 2006. Fallback Mountain has a handful of bonus features, but the 3 that are present is directing from the heart from script to screen interviews with these 2 people. You also have Sharon Story, the making of Fallback Mountain. It's 135 minutes, I suppose. It's very art for sexuality, nudity, language, there's some violence. Fallback Mountain was one of the movies though it deserved the Oscar win. It was nominated for Best Picture at the 2006 Oscars. Yeah, Brokeback Mountain is from 2005. Here's the 2007 movie with Jennifer Garner, Catch and Release. Oh, this is with Heath Ledger, Jake Gyllenhaal, Anne Hathaway, Michelle Williams, and also featuring Nick Carneri and Anna Faris with Anne Hathaway. Well, I already said Anne Hathaway's name on it. Wendy Quayle. The Catch and Release. This movie is 112 minutes. This movie only contains commentaries. Suzanne Grant and Kevin Smith on one commentary. Suzanne Grant is on the other is also featured for the second commentary. Or John Lindley on the second one. So Suzanne Grant, who directed this movie, will be providing commentary on both commentary tracks. We have, in addition to Kevin Smith, Timothy Olyphant, and Sam Jager, and Fiona Shaw. Julia Lewis is also in this. It's a feature team for sexual content, language, or drug use. Is there an equal case? I don't think I had that movie. Excuse me. Yeah. I'm still here. I'm not gonna watch anything tonight. Anyways, next movie is Crash. With Sandra Bullock, John Cradle, Matt Dillon, Jennifer Esposito, William Fichtner, Ben Fraser, Terrence Howard, Ludacris, Thaddeus Newton, Ryan Phillippe, Lawrence Tate, and Michael Pena. Also featuring Cuba Gooding Jr. You have the DVD introduction, the Crash behind the scenes, the commentary with Paul Hawkins and Don Cradle. Rated R for language, sexual content, and for some violence. I think this is a 2006 DVD. Unless it's 2005. It's 122 minutes. Crash was not deserving of the best Oscar win, by the way. The Academy had a stupid excuse to give Crash the best picture Oscar at the in 2006. Very dumb. This movie is from 2006. Despite telling us a DVD of Dreamgirls with Beyonce, Eddie Murphy, Jamie Foxx, and Jennifer Hudson, who being introduced in this movie. Beautiful movie should be. Dreamgirls features 12 never before seen extended musical numbers, including a Jennifer Hudson performance that was not shown in theaters and Listen music video. Danny Glover, Anka Noe Ross, Keith Robinson, and Jennifer Hudson. Wait, I already said Jennifer Hudson, but not necessarily, but those three people are also in this. It is from 2006, 130 minutes, and is PG-13 for language, sexuality, and drug content. Don't like those great discs. Paramount seems to keep doing that shit. You need me, This is a girl who survived that assassination being pulled by the Taliban, basically, because they're evil. It talks about this girl, Malala Yousafzai. She was attacked by the the Taliban in Pakistan. And this girl is sure to inspire your entire family. You have promotional featurettes story on Davis. Who is the girl? Well, staying with her. Animation plus the fun featurette in the gallery. It's ready to feature a team for dramatic elements, including disturbing images and threats. This movie is 88 minutes. It's from 2015 documentary. This DVD, by the way, is a former rental from the West Nyack Library. As both Dream Girls and Fallback Mountain were originally DVDs, are former rentals from the Orangeburg Library. And this is a movie I did. Everything Ernest. Ernest goes to camp, Ernest goes to jail, and Ernest scares stupid with the Hey Ernest episode. All three of these movies are PG. No reason given. That one is from 1987, 92 minutes. Ernest Goes to Jail is 82 minutes, and from 1990. Ernest Scares Stupid is 93 minutes, and it's from 1991. Jim Varney stars in this. Garrick also stars in Ernest Goes to Jail. This DVD is from Mill Creek Entertainment. It's 4 hours and 15 minutes altogether. Next DVD is another documentary, former rental from the West Nyack Library. This DVD includes Still Life National Marte, a short film, a trailer, and booklet. It's not rated and it's 87 minutes. This documentary was from 2013. The year that my sister got married, by the way. It's been 8 years since she's been married. Monty Python Live. Actually, got nothing much to go for in here. It's under 6 minutes. Eat more pork. This is a bit suggestive, by the way. This is also a former rental from the West Nyack Library. Okay, then. New York, I love you. There's so many people in this movie. I'm not going to read the cast that stars in it, that appears in this movie, but you can read it to yourself if you want. I'm not going to read the cast of actors who appear in this movie. They are for language and sexual content. All segments. And 5 directing interviews with a theatrical trailer. But yeah, I'm not reading out the cast that appears in this film, but by any means. You have No Strings Attached with Natalie Portman and Ashton Kutcher. This movie is rated R for sexual content and language and some drug material. Yeah, this movie has a 4-degree disc. And it is 107 minutes. And before we move on to that next DVD, We got deleted scenes. Sex friends getting together inside sassy halls of Sacred High. And the Ivan Waitman commentary. Plus, there's some other bonus features that they didn't bother to list. Harry Swank, Jared Butler, Lisa Kudrow, Harry Connick Jr., Gina Gershon, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and Kathy Bates. Peace and love you. You have some additional scenes of conversation with Sarah Ahern, James Blood, Same Mistake Music Video, and name of the game is Snaps. Learn how to play. May feature a team for sexual references and brief nudity. And 127 minutes. So that 2020 movie Emma got away with some brief nudity. It would have been a G-rated movie if it wasn't for the brief nudity. Centrifugal Magic and the Centrifugal Magic. Magical Magic. This DVD is from 2019. I think it was originally 1998. This is 2009 DVD. 100 formats. Some violence, thematic comments, and sexuality. You got an interactive culture game, unlike 2 behind-the-scenes for Jed's documentaries, Making Magic, Sims Fell, and feature-length audio commentary with Sandra Bullock and the director, producer, composer. 11 theatrical trailer TV sets. Stocko, Channing, Aidan Quinn also appear in this film. This is the widescreen side. Set. Special features on the other side, by the way. It does say widescreen. Widescreen. Anyways, we have 6 more DVDs, starting with Radio, with Cuba Gooding Jr. and Ed Harris. Radio contains a director's commentary at these scenes turning is on radio, the 12-hour football games of radio, writing radio. This movie is 109 minutes and it's rated PG for mild language and thematic elements. Alfred Ua and David Ringer appears in this film as well. No thoughts on these movies. And here's Screen 2. You have David Croydon, Kevin, Courtney Cox, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Jamie Kennedy, Jerry O'Connor, Gina Pickens Smith, and Beth Chopra. Will Smith's wife. Here and here. Screen 2 is rated R for language and some strong body violence. It's 120 minutes. This movie contains three scenes of commentary with Wes Craven. This movie also has a commentary by Wes Craven and crew. 3D more menus, theatrical trailer, TV spots, 2 music videos, behind the scene featurette, cast and crew files, different optics. And here's the disc for Screen 2. I actually have Scream. I don't have the Scream 2. I'll try to get them on Blu-ray and digital. Scream 3. Jenny McCarthy, Pat Rosie, Dean Richer, and Pat Dempsey joins those 3 guys. This film. This is Scream 3. Watch. Straight R first violence language is from violence. Screen 3 is also rated R because they have strong horror violence and language. They are pretty liberty McKellar. That's Herkerson, Scott Foley also stars in this. Gonna be more here. Patrick Coburn. Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes also appears in this movie, but they have cameos. This movie contains outtakes and the behind the scenes from all the movies, 30 scenes with the commentary and alternate ending with commentary. Screen 3 also contains a commentary. We have TV spot, theatrical trailer, international trailer, the Creed music video, and the bios. The cast and crew. It's 117 minutes. And here's the disc for Screen 3. That's it for that. Next up, Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows, with Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law. I actually have the first movie on Blu-ray, but this had a digital code. We have Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, perfect chemistry. Royalties Master Plan Unleashed, Holmes Save Steroids. A feature team with intense sequences of violence and action and some drug material. It's 129 minutes. From Warner Bros. With Jared Harris and Andy Morrison. Rachel McAdams also stars in this movie. Noomi Rapace. I already used the digital code. I don't have Inception on digital. I have it on Blu-ray, however. I should get some more movies on digital. Snow White and the Huntsman. Christopher Charles Darren and Chris Hemsworth. New Legend for Directors can visualize Cosmic Tree, Fading the World, Sometime with the Stars, Match Behind the Epic, and the feature commentary with the director of Sanders. The original featured team version is 10 seconds, features intense seconds of violence and action and brief sensuality. The other version is the theatrical version is 128 minutes and 132 minutes of the music edited. And there's the disc. Unfaithful and the Good Girl. Richard Gere, Don Lane. Jennifer Aniston, Jake Gyllenhaal, John C. Reilly on the other movie. This is an adult feature, by the way. Unfaithful contains a full-length commentary with Adrian Lane and a scene-specific actors commentary with 11 deleted scenes with optional commentary. The Troy Rose Show, interview with Jagir Diane Lane and the director. Behind-the-scenes featurette of Fair to Remember, with the editing featurette and casting interviews included. Arthur Martinez and Eric Beresov all stars in this. All stars in this. John Carroll Lynch, Tim Blake, Nelson, Deborah Rush, Mike White. Let's take a look at the bonus features for this movie. I'll see Pacific commentary, a full layout audio commentary with the director and Mike White. 9 deleted scenes with optional commentary. Sorry about that, but 9 deleted scenes with optional commentary and gag reel and alternate ending montage. Unfaithful. Both movies rate R. This one has sexuality, language, and scene of violence. For sexuality, some language, and short content. Unfaithful is 124 minutes. It's 2002. The Good Girl is also from 2002. And it's only 94 minutes. Here's the disc for Unfaithful. And the Weiss side A. It's the Weiss side. Wait a minute, why is the flipper came off? Ah, okay. That was the last DVD. So, you're welcome. Anyways, must be cops. We're out the Blu-rays. I'm sorry about this video. Should have been quicker, but no. We have wait. I think it has negative reviews, did it? Anyways, you got deleted alternate scenes. Flowers in blue. We're funny. Commentary with Nicholas Thomas and Luke Greenfield. Let's speak off this camera test and still Gary. So he's of course got the R rating treatment due to the language including sexual references and graphic nudity, violence, and drug use. This features Damon Wayans Jr. and Jake Johnson. Rodrigo, Nina Dobres, James D. Darcy, and Andy Garcia. This movie is 2014 movie, and 104 minutes, and it's a region 8. There's a Blu-ray disc for the film. I think I supposedly already used the digital code for that movie. Here's The Hunger Games: Catch Fire. I actually have this on DVD, but now I have the Blu-ray. The movie contains a filmmaker commentary, the 9-part making of documentary, which is exclusive to Blu-ray, deleted scenes, and significant percent. This movie is rated PG-13, for intense sequences of violence and action, some defining images, thematic elements, a suggestive situation, and language. So 2013, Region A, Blu-ray, 146 minutes. Featuring Jennifer Lawrence, Liam Hemsworth, Woody Harrelson, Elizabeth Banks, Lenny Kravitz, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Jeffrey Wright, Stanley Tucci, Don Sullivan. I already used the code for the movie. Actually, I also have the first Hunger Games movie on digital as well. I don't have the other two films in the series on digital, as far as I'm concerned. Anyways, 2 more Blu-rays, and I end the video. The Other Women. Cameron Diaz, Leslie Mann, and Kate Upton. Nicki Minaj, Tanny Kinney, and Don Johnson also stars. Nick Cassavetes directed this movie. They feature a team for thematic elements, sexual references, and language. Contains a deleted alternate scenes, gag reel, and giggle fit. I already used the code for this Blu-ray, but there's the disc. Last Blu-ray, The Town, starring Ben Affleck, Rebecca Hall, John Hamm, Jennifer Renner, and Blake Lively. Ben Affleck also directs. To this over, Peter Paul Slowly and Chris Cooper stars in this film. Ben's Boston. You have the actor, director, writer Ben Affleck takes you through the movie-making process in his hometown. Segments include the cartel of Boston, nuns and guns, filming in North End, falling off the price, the town more. and he provides commentary on both versions. The town is rated R for strong violence, pervasive language, sexuality, and drug use. 125 minutes for that version. The extended cut version goes up to 153 minutes. I have the code. I already used the code for the town on Blu-ray, and there's the disc, and that's it for this video.